Do you want to know what's the #1 reason why people don't get results in the gym? Stay tuned, I'll tell you all about it. Good stuff, huh? New watch here. Anyway, okay, let's get started. My name is Marc Dressen from the12weekathlete.com, and today we're talking about a really cool topic, which is all about the reason why people don't get what they want in the gym. You're going to say, Mark, well, it's determination. It's, they don't really know what they're doing, or they're lazy, or there's so many things which will come up why you might think people are not getting what they want. I'm going to talk about an interesting concept, which is called the delayed gratification. And you're like, what do you mean by delayed gratification? Well, delayed gratification, if we look at these two words, delayed means something which comes later, and gratification is something we're all seeking. It's like a bonus of getting something. And it's not something I made up. Actually, science or researchers from Stanford University in the 60s did an experiment called the Marshmallow Test, which I will explain in a second. But let me just wrap this whole idea into a bit more tangible sort of thinking. So when I talk about delayed gratification, what I mean by that is that when you think about people who want to get results in the gym, or want to get skinny, want to get into the best shape of their life, they're really motivated at the beginning of the year, right? Or like throughout, or get ready for a wedding, or want their beach body. There's so many occasions in the year which yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to really get into shape this time. But what happens is that the idea of this, your motivation peaks at that point. You're like, yeah, let's do it. What really happens is that the end result, what you really want, is so far away that sometimes the instant pleasure you get from, let's say, eating chocolate or your favorite meal, or your friend says, oh, Mark, don't go to the gym, come with me, we'll go out and have a drink or something. So you give in to the instant pleasure, so the stuff which makes you feel good instantly, over the actual outcome of being in this really nice body shape. Because it's so far away and you can't imagine how that feels like and how that is, it's something you're like, what, I'm not going to do it. It's not for me. There's so many things which will happen. So let's have a look what the actual research says about this. And Stanford University in the 60s did a test called the Marshmallow Test, which I talked about just earlier. What they did, and this is really cool, they took young kids, like 4 to 5 years old, and put them into a room and said to them, well, look, I'm going to give you a marshmallow. And they gave them a marshmallow. And I said to them, I'm going to go out of the room, and when I come back and you still have that marshmallow, you didn't eat it, I'm going to give you another one. So you get another one on top. Now what happened is, this is really cool. The kids were like, they looked at this marshmallow in front of them, and they're 4 years old. Like, you're in front of this sweet and you look at it. Some started smelling on it, some licked it, some broke a bit of piece off and ate it. Hopefully no one saw it. Some gave it into it and gobbled it all up. So the outcome is that 2 out of 3 kids just ate the marshmallow. They gobbled it up straight away without thinking, yeah, I'll eat it. But there was 1/3 of the kids who didn't do that, who were like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to wait. And they got 2 of them. And here's what the Stanford researchers found. They took it a bit further. They had a look into they followed these kids, generally speaking, both of them, the ones who gave in and the ones who didn't, further on in their life journey. And what they found is they could make predictions that the kids who were able to resist that temptation, they were less overweight by the age of 11. They were less likely to become drug addicts, any sort of drugs, from alcohol to cigarettes and actual drugs. And their scores in school, the way they performed, were much better and much higher. And in terms of savings related to money savings, they were able later on in life to save even more money. So this is really interesting, and I'm going to link a video up here. This is a TED Talk from, let me see, Sylvia Barcellos. She talks about this in a bit more detail. If you want to know, just click on that and have a look. It's really cool. It's like 15 minutes long. It describes this in a bit more scientific detail. So I found this is really cool in terms of the outcome, because it really shows that if you are that person who's able to see the bigger picture, knows what they're doing, and there's a reason for everyday grinding in the gym and doing your diet and and not overeating and, you know, sticking to certain things gets you at the end where you want to be. And not only in terms of your body shape, and this has been proven a lot of times, especially athletes, when they, this is another study, has been done loads of times, that kids who are in their young ages, when they go into sports or something competitive, more with discipline, they are more higher achievers later on in life, because they have learned in a way that when they train for something, when they train for their sport and competition, you don't win a competition by just exercising once, or throwing a ball or a baseball, swinging a baseball bat, or doing a martial arts kick won't get you the gold medal. It is something you need to grind and keep doing over and over again, and that will get you the result. Now, obviously there's more to it. It's like, how do you do it? What do you do? And all these things, but you know, there's help out there. Obviously, if you want some, you know, click here for the 12-week athlete, my little plug, new watch. Okay, now this is all related to your willpower and how strong you are able to focus on a certain topic. Now the thing is, with willpower, we also know that we only have a certain amount of willpower a day. So if you're focusing on 10 billion things in a day, your willpower will go here, 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 and here. It will go, it's like a battery, it will go down. And at the end of the day is where you need your most willpower, because that's when you're having your big meal, or that's when you cheat, or that's when everything falls off the wagon, then you know what to do, guys. You need to get rid of the crap and focus on what is really important. You know, Stephen Covey said, put first things first. And this is a really good rule, because you need to make sure that whatever you're doing is going to benefit your bigger picture. Be aware of your actions and your thoughts throughout the day. If you're thinking of loads of different things, and if loads of different things you are going on in your life, that's fine, but prioritize them. Say, this is more important than the other, so I'm going to focus more on that. You know, question yourself, make sure you give yourself enough time, and then, you know, manage your willpower, and then you'll get there. Really easy, simple, right? Okay, so that's basically all I have for today. Now, if you like this video, hit the like button. And, you know, if you have questions about this video, or if you have other ideas or other things you want me to do videos about, leave a comment in the comment box below, or hit me up on my social media channels, which are, you know, Twitter is my name. Basically, all my social media channels are always my name, Marc Dressen. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video, and I'm tuning out. See you guys.